Hello and welcome to another video. So today here we have Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Generation 9 and we are going to swap the battery on it. So first of all, you will need a new battery. So I got this one from AliExpress for relatively affordable price. I think it was around 40 euros. So for the moment, let's put this aside. Before you start disassembling anything, there is a fairly important step. You will want to go into your BIOS. When you turn on your computer, just press F1 to go into your BIOS and go here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can better read what is actually on the screen. You will want to go to the power option and then go to the disable built-in battery and press enter and then press yes. When you do that, your laptop is going to fully shut down, and when it does that, it is going to protect your electronic circuitry from possible problems with the battery removal. So this is a good thing to do before you start. And you will want to turn it over on another side. Here you have 3 screws on the top, 2 here. So let's turn them around and unscrew the bottom lid. At one point the screw is going to click a little bit. This means that it has been unscrewed all the way. Don't expect the screws to fall out because they have a limiter, so that you don't lose them. They will stay attached to the back lid, and this is a good thing because you don't have to worry about placing them anywhere for safekeeping while you're working on your laptop. Okay, so the last screw is about to be unscrewed and we are done. So in here, like this part here, let me zoom in just a little bit. In here, you can use your fingernails, just lift it slightly here, and you will hear some clicks, okay? And now that it's up, you can just continue lifting it up, and on the bottom part, make sure to not lift it like this, but lift this part up here, and then slide it into this direction. And the reason for that are these sticks here, which you're going to insert first when you're closing it. Okay, so these here are the screws for your battery. So of course you will want to unscrew those at this moment, but this time you are going to be able to put them aside. So my advice is to place the screws in a way that you can tell which one was in which position, because although all of the screws are entirely the same in theory, every screw physically enters a different hole and eventually it may be slightly different. So there is no doubt that you can swap the screws and put them in any position when you restore them back in, but there is just a good practice in doing what I'm telling you to do. Just make sure to remember which screw was in which hole, and that is going to make your screws last longer, and especially your holes where the screws go will last longer, because screws, if you damage them, you can replace them, but the holes in your laptop where the screws are getting screwed in, you really cannot replace those holes, at least not very easy. So at this point, the connector is over here, so just pull it slightly towards up, and that's about it. The battery is completely free, and you will want to take your new battery. Make sure to align the holes neatly, like watch where they are going. The biggest possible problem that you can have at this moment is, let me zoom in slightly in for you. If you can see it, let me move the screws away from the picture for a moment. So here, if you can see this, it has two holes, one bigger one and one smaller one. There is the bigger one where the battery goes, and the smaller one where a little pin goes from the bottom. You will want to make sure the pin goes in, and then go ahead and let me unzoom for you, and then go ahead back into the area where the connector is, and just gently press it in. It goes in very, very easy. Do not press hard on it. If it doesn't go in, it means it's not positioned properly. It requires very little force to go in. Now go ahead and just go around and make sure that all of these are in place. And for that, we can now unzoom our video and take the screws as they are positioned on my table, so that you can screw them back in. And we are basically done. Before I close this laptop down, I just want you to know that you have your SSD over here. If you will want to upgrade your SSD, you're going to have to remove the cooler from here with these two screws. Also on this end here, you have what is called the M2 slot for your WAN card, which is your LTE modem basically for accessing the internet without your smartphone hotspot and without the Wi-Fi. And in here you will insert a SIM card. And these 4 wires are for the antennas for this card. You can also install this WAN card if you need this functionality. And this is pretty much it in terms of replacing the battery. Now, before I close down the laptop, there is a golden rule with every computer that you never close down your computer and screw it back in before you test it. Because if you do that first, if you close the computer first, it is actually not going to work. You have to test it first, then it is going to work, and I'm not even joking. So make sure to use your power plug in order to give your battery some life. Okay, this is going to initialize your battery. Press your power button in order to see if everything works properly. There we go. System security, bottom cover, tamper detected. This is perfectly fine. I have enabled bottom cover tampering for my laptop, and indeed this is working as I have set it up. So I have turned it off, and right now we are going to align these pins into the back side here first. This is good. Just bring them down and make it click a little bit, and then you can screw them back in just as it was before you started opening it up, right? This is the easiest part yet. There we go. We have successfully changed the battery, and you're good to go. The first time when you install the new battery, it may be a good idea to charge it fully and then discharge it until it shuts down, and then charge it again fully. It may or may not be necessary depending on what kind of battery you buy and in what condition, but generally charging it from 0 to 100 at least once will give your battery controller a proper calibration. So after that you should be really good to go with every possible readings of the battery and normal laptop behavior. I'm gonna see you in the next video.